Americans across the country are celebrating Juneteenth, a holiday that marks the end of slavery in the United States. This year is particularly special as it is the third year since President Biden granted federal status to the holiday in 2021. Juneteenth commemorates the day in 1865 when news of Union troops' victory over the Confederates finally reached Galveston, Texas, leading to the emancipation of enslaved Black people held in the Confederacy. Leslie Wilson, a history professor at Montclair State University, explains that the celebration of Juneteenth is not just about its historical significance but also about the symbolism of the transition from slavery to freedom. Juneteenth celebrations originally started in Texas but have spread throughout the United States as Black Americans carried their traditions and remembrances of slavery's abolition with them. The holiday experienced a resurgence during the Second Great Migration following World War II when people from the South migrated to the North and West. It gained further prominence during the Civil Rights Movement of the 1960s, becoming a symbol of strength and triumph for African Americans. Despite its historical significance, Juneteenth remained relatively obscure for many years, with little acknowledgement or understanding from outside communities. A Gallup poll in 2021 revealed that only 37% of American adults knew about Juneteenth. However, as the holiday has gained federal recognition and grown in popularity, awareness has increased, with nearly 60% of Americans now having some knowledge of Juneteenth. For many Black people, the growing recognition of Juneteenth represents the inclusion of African American history as an integral part of the United States fabric. Celebrating Juneteenth is seen as an opportunity to honor and remember the struggles and achievements of those who fought for freedom. However, there are concerns about the potential dilution of the holiday's significance due to corporate commercialization. In the past, retailers like Walmart faced criticism for insensitively capitalizing on the holiday with tasteless and appropriative products. Furthermore, some Republicans have politicized Juneteenth as part of a culture war, accusing truthful acknowledgments of race and racism as attempts to demonize white Americans. Despite these controversies, Juneteenth remains a day for reflection on America's history and an opportunity to consider the future of the nation. On a different note, for investors, it's important to note that the stock market will be closed on Juneteenth. The New York Stock Exchange, NASDAQ stock market, over-the-counter markets, and the U.S. bond market will all be closed. International stock exchanges, including those in Hong Kong, London, Paris, Frankfurt, Tokyo, and Shanghai, will remain open. Juneteenth, also known as Juneteenth National Independence Day, is one of the 11 federal holidays observed in the United States. It originated from the American Civil War and commemorates the day when Union soldiers arrived in Galveston, Texas, in 1865 to announce the freedom of enslaved African Americans. Although President Abraham Lincoln had issued the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863, it took 2 years for the news to reach Texas. The state of Texas observed the first Juneteenth celebrations in 1866, and it became a federal holiday in 2021. In the week ahead, investors can anticipate earnings results from companies such as FedEx, KB Home, Winnebago, Accenture, Darden Restaurants, and CarMax. Economic data on housing starts, jobless claims, manufacturing, and services is also scheduled to be released.